Hey there, it's Rebecca and I'm here in Garden Grace again. However, instead of staying up here with the grow bags and the vertical garden, let's go down below because there's a different kind of garden space in Garden Grace that I want to share with you. And I've got my little basket that I'm going to be putting something in as I harvest it. So let me show you. Okay, so I have my little basket, y'all. I made this basket in 1989. Yes, and it looks great, doesn't it? I had a friend and she knew how to take the reeds and do the weaving. I couldn't do that on my own, so I'd always go over there. She'd have like a little class for everybody, and we would do this together, which was a lot of fun. And I still have it today. So, okay, I want to show y'all. This is a Trug that. And actually, I need to move this away just a little bit so you can see what it looks like. See, it's a Trug that I bought several years ago and put together. And there we go. And I did have this. This is what I used up on the deck. But then we redid our deck and put the composite wood instead of just the old wood. And we decided we didn't want it up there anymore. So I brought it down to this lower area of the landscaping, and actually my bird feeder station's right there. So this is, and then I was just doing some research on several years ago on good herbs that were beneficial in adding for your health. And of course, you know, most herbs are beneficial in one way or another. This one is called Prunella Vulgaris, and if you don't mind, I'm going to be having my phone here so I can be sharing more of the information with y'all. I actually got the seeds off of a gal from Etsy, and it's self-heal or heal all herb. And one of the ways, or actually the only way I've ever used it, is adding it to my salads. And you do that when which for y'all who've been following me, I've been to Oklahoma, and that's when a lot of my blooms have now bloomed out. So that's okay. If there's still some purple on there, I can utilize them. However, I would cut the blooms, I would pull some of the leaves and put them in my salads, and I love doing that. So I did a little bit more research and found out that you can dehydrate and then use it in teas. You can also use it as a salve to put on wounds, and I thought, okay, let's just start utilizing it in all ways that will help us, will help you. So one of the key things here is, you know, in doing the blooms, is that you get a good amount and cut it before, like just above one of the leaf nodes. I'm hoping that you can see they are very thick, and I'm going to cut it right above this one right here because there's actually a couple of flowers about to start there. What this does, by going ahead and pruning these and then deadheading the other ones, it's letting it know, hey, put more energy back into the plant. Otherwise it thinks its time is done and it won't do any more blooming. If I had had more of the blooms, one way that increases the potency of the plant is cutting several of these. I'll cut this one here. And just to show you a demonstration of what it would look like, you get a bunch of them and you put them together, you tie them up, and then you hang them in a dark, well-ventilated room for 7 to 14 days until they dry out. And that is the best way of getting the most potency out of the plant. And then there's someone like me who also not only wants that, but how about something quicker? And so that dehydrator method is quick and controlled. And so and that's what I'm going to show y'all. I think I may try and get a little bundle of the flowers and hang them up, just because, I don't know, first I didn't think I wanted to do it. Now that I started this, I thought, this might be pretty cool to do. So why don't we do that? And so, yeah, I'm going to cut it where it looks like there's some more flowers that are about to start coming up. So that's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to also get the leaves. So I will probably, y'all, honestly be doing both. I'm going to be doing the dehydrator, and then I will also hang up the flowers. So I just wanted to share this with you, that you know, do some research on this particular herb. Again, super easy to grow, lasts through even super cold winters. Now, I am in 7B, and I'm not sure, again, it got down to 9 degrees. We've had ice and snow on it in the Trug, and it still comes back. So now, if you have prolonged winters, like maybe in Michigan or Wisconsin or anywhere in the northern states, that might not work. So this might be something that you want to try, and maybe put it in a pot. If you're in that kind of zone, put it in a pot and then bring it in for the winter so that you'll have it again when springtime comes. All right, so I'm definitely going to be doing some harvesting of my leaves. And oh, so the leaf part, I hadn't told you that yet, so let me just tell you that real quick. So I'm going to pinch or cut the individual leaves mid-stem down, and it's going to leave then the base intact so that it will send up more shoots. And yeah, so that's exactly what I'm going to do here. See, just going to get the leaves. Doesn't have an odor, doesn't have a smell to it. But I do love teas as well, and again, why not consider growing herbs that you can make your own teas and be beneficial teas, right? As opposed to spending money, which I do. I get off of Amazon, and there's certain ones that I really love, except this is just another inexpensive way to be more frugal with your money, to be able to be out in nature and enjoy it, to be able to offer your pollinators flowers for them, and just the aesthetics of the environment. Yeah, I think that's a positive thing to do. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please subscribe and hit the bell to be notified the next time I come live, so that I can continue to share with you garden moments that benefit not only nature, but benefit you as well. All right, hang in there with me. I will be back. The next part will be about the dehydrating, and I will show you one of my bundles of the flowers that I'm going to be hanging up in my workroom downstairs, which is dark, dry, and well ventilated. All right, I'll see you in just a minute. All right, now I have actually created four little bundles. Oh, told you, might be messy sometimes. I'll have to redo that one. So, and this one needs to be tighter too. And I'm going to tie on this string to it, and I've actually, see, I've got the wood beams right there, and that's where I'm going to hang these. And I will, let me get this bundle put back together. So this is just what I did, is the ones that look the best, the longest that I had of the stems. So I just put them together like this. Yeah, again, is there a right or wrong way? I'm not going to say there is. I'm just going to say do it the way that you feel that you can actually get it done. So I just didn't get it tight enough, did I? So that's what I'm going to try and do right now, is make sure that this is super tight. There we go. I got it that time. And see, it just sticks to it. So now that one's together good. This one's together good. This one is too loose, so let me redo this one as well. Yep. I think I got that one better. And then here's this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie this to it, and then I'm going to hang them up there, because they said as long as, my research showed that as long as it's in a dry, well ventilated, dark room, that 7 to 14 days they'll be done. Okay, so let's get these together. So I'll do this, and then I'll hang them up there. And again, the other ones that I'm going to show you I'm going to put in the dehydrator, because I'd like to see that process as well, right? Yes, because then I'm going to know, okay, even though they do say that when you hang them up that it actually they're more potent, so they're strong, you know, their nutrients stay stronger. But then again, I'm gonna see which way, especially if I don't have enough time or something, then wait a second, hang on, I didn't do this one right. Okay, hang on, here we go, I'm getting it. So I'm just tying it around there again, just so it's ready to go. All right, I've got one more to do, and then we are going to hang them up. All right, tell you what, I'll be back to show you after I get them hung up. All right, so these are the last two. We'll climb up here. And so I've got these two. It's like, can you see that? And then I have these two. So there they are. And that's how I hung them up. Super simple. And we'll see how that does. And then next we'll go check on doing some dehydrating.